thought your defense was good basically the whole night. The second period, it seemed like your defensive play there, you really changed the game.
We felt like the first period was, I don't know what's the best way to explain it, kind of a little choppy, a little bouncy, maybe, wasn't necessarily the best period, I don't think, for either of us. Michigan Tech probably thought it was better than we did based on it's a road game for them, right? But we looked at the shot chart after the first, and it just was kind of a lot of nothing going on. And then I agree, we did start to play better and more like we want to play in the second period. Had a lot more opportunities in the offensive zone. Michigan Tech, we knew would come in here and play really hard, but we felt like defensively, we gave up some opportunities early that I don't think we gave up late in the game.
It seemed like you guys were really shut down any sort of potential on-man rushes for them. So how much does that help you going back the other way when you know that you have a third forward that's going to be able to come in and help out?
Yeah, that's huge. You're 100% correct. We felt like in the first period there were some plays, whether they were just, us trying to make a play around their net where we had three guys down low and we didn't really have a third player high, and then they would come at us with numbers, and then our D can't really stay up and hold the line. They have to back off, and then they get, a zone entry, and then they start to play. So yeah, having that third guy high was a big key for us tonight, and we just felt like we were, trying to be smarter with the puck. We tried to make some plays. We want our kids to try to make plays 100%. That's the kind of team we want to be. Try to make plays. Don't be afraid to make plays. But you also need to understand when and where you should make that play. A couple times in the first period in the neutral zone, I don't think we necessarily made the right play with the puck, and it kind of ended up going the other way. And now you're defending, which we all know no one loves to do, right?
Back on the defensive side, I think the first three games this year you gave up a combined 12 goals. Each of the last three games, one goal each. Was like a freak rebound off the post. So, just what has flipped for you guys on that side of the ice?
I just think, we're 6 games into this thing, so, I think it all balances out at the end of the year. I don't think, when we scored 7 to start the year, obviously if you could continue to score 7 every night, you'd be great, but we know that that's not reality. So I think you're starting to see a little bit more of what we're going to be like. I would like us to, I thought we had some good opportunities 5-on-5. I'd like us to not have to rely on scoring 3 power play goals, but if that's what you need to win, that's what you need to win. But I agree, you guys know that we've defended real hard around here and taken great pride in how we defend, and I do think you've seen some growth over the course of our 6 games and us just being better defensively as a group.
You guys seem to kind of walk that tightrope of building momentum on your own penalty kills, but at the same time shutting down any momentum for them. So it just seemed like tonight was something different. You had a lot of short-handed chances. So how do you kind of walk that tightrope?
Yeah, again, I think it goes back to, we've had a really good penalty kill around here for a long time, and we want to continue to do that. And our guys did a great job. The first power play, there was a power play goal for Michigan Tech against us, and nobody was down about it. It was a tough break, and we almost got a couple of those bounces our way. One puck bounced off the glass, and Freddie had a real good chance. So if we'd have scored, it would have been, 1 apiece, which would have been ended up being fair. But ultimately, our guys, they shrugged it off and they kept playing, and we felt like killing in our being assertive in our goal mode forecheck was good tonight. But again, we want to try to be a team that's when you get a power play, you're going to have to work to earn a goal. So hopefully we can continue to kill like we did tonight.
Talk a bit more about special teams work, Coach. We talked about it earlier in the week on the show. You said still early in the year, but obviously with the success you had not only on the penalty kill, but on the power play tonight, looks like that might be a strength of this team this year.
Well, we said to the team before the game, special teams are going to be a key in this series, and we felt like our penalty kill, the message to the penalty kill was stay right where you're at. You're doing a great job. You continue to stay where you're at. Power play, we know we're better than that. The players that we put out on the power play are better than what we did last weekend, and that has something to do with our opponent too. Western Michigan did a real good job on Saturday night killing against us, but we felt like we challenged, not challenged, but we let the power play guys know, hey, the expectations for you guys are ones that you deserve. So there's a bunch of good players that go over the boards on both power play units, and we feel like they should be dangerous every night.
You mentioned missed opportunities. Obviously, you did have some good 5-on-5 opportunities that you missed. But for your team to stay pushing forward and maybe not get discouraged from those opportunities, what does that say about you guys are at right now?
I think it speaks to the kind of kids we have in our locker room. We got a bunch of kids that come to the rink every day and want to have fun and want to play hard. And I think that you saw a number of, it wasn't just, boy, this line was really good tonight. I can think of a bunch of kids that had opportunities. The group of Adam Pitters and Chase Denal and Evan Doherty didn't play a bunch late, but Chase Denal had 2 really good chances tonight. Evan Doherty had a really good chance, a one-timer in the second period. So had they gotten a bounce here or there, they'd probably feel way better about how they played, but they at least were generating and being a part of the offense, which is great. And then, Schneider hits a crossbar late, and Letourneau had opportunities, like a semi-breakaway and a chance, and Craig's had chances, and obviously, Johnson and Ford and those guys, there was a bunch of guys around it, 5-on-5, which is great.
Will Collins seems like these first couple of games has been uber aggressive to get something going on the rush. So, from your perspective, how is it like to see him kind of cash in on the back door like that, where it's just a simple kind of bang play?
The challenge with Will is, when we recruited Will, we had a real good idea of what Will was, and that is exactly what Will is. Will's a kid that when he has the puck on his stick, he can be dangerous. Our challenge right now is to get Will to think shoot. He had a couple opportunities, one in the first I can think of, and then a couple in the second. He has the puck and he can beat people one-on-one, but we want him, when you get in the zone and you're coming, we like to use the term, when you're coming downhill, pucks have got to end up on the net. And he would, the first couple of periods, he tried one extra move or tried to make an extra pass, and then it was great to see him shoot the puck. And because he can, he's a dangerous player for sure.
Our face-offs definitely something you guys want to work on. 19 of total face-offs tonight. What I would say was like 10 of 30 throughout the second period. So and 11 of those 19 wins came from fours. Our face-offs definitely something to try to improve.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things. Last weekend against Western Michigan up there, we weren't very good on face-offs, and we told our centers, they've got a couple kids on their team. I don't know what Alex Smith's numbers were, but he's a really good face-off guy for them, probably as good a face-off guy as there is in the league. And I know Fordo was good. Fordo won a couple big draws late, especially on the penalty kill. Schneid's won a draw late. We had a couple, the thing for us is the teaching point to that is we had a couple face-off plays that we run out of our defensive zone that ended up in really good chances for. So again, there has to be a priority, and it's not necessarily always the center's responsibility to win the face-off. There's 4 other guys out there, and some teams are, what we're seeing on tape is some teams are very aggressive and trying to get a jump. Like, it's not just the center that has to be ready for the face-off. The wingers do too, and the wingers are jumping into that puck. We call it a 50-50 puck, is sitting there. We've got to be ready to get the 50-50 puck just like those guys are.
Eric didn't face a lot of shots tonight. There were some quality chances though for them, and it seemed like he's getting more and more comfortable in net. Every night going.
Yeah, it wasn't the 30-some shot performance that he had at Western Michigan, but he was solid when he needed to be. There was a save at, I don't know if it was at 2-1 or 3-1 in the third there, where a tip puck that kind of changed direction, and he was right on it. So that's when you can tell a goalie's locked in and he's seeing the puck well. Those change of direction pucks that he was right there and made the save, and away we went. Because we did have some shifts where we had to defend for a while in our defensive zone, and it's great to see Eric being locked in there.